The way I would describe Art Basel Miami Beach to someone who's not familiar with it is it's the international convening of the artistic community internationally in Miami.
The Art Basel Miami Beach is often showcasing what is the newest and latest in contemporary art today. It's vast, it's voluminous, there's really nothing quite like it.
The week of Art Basel is like when the circus comes to town. Everybody gets really excited.
I like to call Art Basel almost like the Olympics of the art world. All these different countries are meeting up and showing the best of who they have or who is considered to be some of the best artists in their collections.
I think the amazing thing about Art Basel Miami Beach is it came out of the box firing. It just exploded immediately. We had always gone to Art Basel, which originates, of course, in Basel, Switzerland. And we weren't really sure what was going to happen in Miami Beach.
Art Basel wanted to have a fair in the United States, and so the lore goes that they were looking at other communities around the country. And when they came to Miami Beach, again, it was the local community who was so supportive of having the show come here and making it all happen, that was a big factor in choosing to hold the show in Miami Beach. We have 3 different selection committees for each show. Any gallery can apply to any show. The galleries apply to the various sectors of the show. The sectors are galleries, nova, positions, survey. The selection committee is from all over the world again, galleries that we've chosen to represent the various regions. For this upcoming show, we had close to 700 applications for 239 galleries that were accepted, just to give you an idea.
The fair is divided into different, what they call sectors. So for example, one corner of the fair is called Art Positions, and that's dedicated to site-specific installation art, installations that are a lot more eye-catching and immersive, so that for the viewer, they're really like meant to surround you or to be something that you could walk into. And one corner of the fair, for example, is Art Nova. So that Art Nova features the most emerging galleries, some of the younger galleries that maybe haven't been to Art Basel before.
Well, one of the things I always gravitate toward is the survey section. And that's a series of galleries that are showing work by artists pre-2000. So these are pretty senior artists already. Gallery section is really the main section where there's literally like 193 galleries there.
Galleries sector are representing works of art from their gallery program.
They have art film outdoors, and which you don't even have to have a ticket to access. That's one of the free events, as well as Art Public. They screen films that are short films and video art that's made by the artist from the galleries in the convention center.
We have the public sector, which is large-scale sculpture that is in Collins Park.
So they have outdoor art where artists made pieces specifically for Miami to be on view for a while that are outdoors, installed outdoors for the public.
This edition, in 2016, we will continue our Talks and Conversations program. We always begin our Conversations program with an artist who we present as a first of our conversations. And then our Talks or Salon program is an ongoing program that is touching on some of the most pressing issues of today or interesting comments that the art world can bring to our visitors.
So when you go to Art Basel for the first time, it can be very intimidating. You walk in, the lights are bright, every picture on every wall is lit up to shine and look perfect.
The fair is several hundred galleries, and so to see all these works, it's really best to go early in the day and spend as much time as possible.
Very, very important to have a game plan. And the way I would do it, the way I do it when I go to Art Basel, is I get the site plan first. There's a map that tells you where everybody is. But in addition to telling you where everybody is, it tells you where kind of the nodal points are, the various things that are going on. So if you think of the fair as a series of concentric circles, that's how you'll best understand how it works. So in the center of the fair, that first ring of galleries, those are all the big dogs. Those are the very special galleries, the David Zwirners of the world, the White Cubes of the world, those kinds of dealers. And so those are the places where the big collectors both show up on Wednesday and gravitate to immediately.
In the corners of the fair, they actually have the most emerging artists at the fair. So that's where I really feel like is some of the best place to spend your time.
I basically go around the perimeter. And the reason I go around the perimeter is because a lot of the smaller galleries, younger galleries that have artists that maybe aren't as well known, that are experimenting more, it's fresher. I get to, really find out, and discover new work that maybe I haven't seen, or artists that I am following that are really just, experimenting, and I think it's really exciting for me.
There's probably going to be somewhere around 5,000 works of art in the convention hall over the week.
If possible, I would actually recommend to go on multiple days.
Dealers rehang and put new things up every day as things sell.
And so you can get a new perspective, in some cases, from different galleries, from works that you may have not had seen that were in the storage closet behind the gallery booths. So I think that's something that a lot of people don't know about. And I think that's sort of interesting, that it's sort of it's like an organism, it's always changing.
Art Basel can be very overwhelming and exhausting. So first of all, wear comfortable shoes, because some people go just wanting to be seen. They come in high heels and they're done in 15 minutes, or they're exhausted after an hour. If you're truly there to see the art, wear something comfortable. Sometimes people get distracted by the really large spectacle of some of the pieces that are larger in the aisles, and they miss a lot of the really hidden gems that are deeper into the galleries.
So I would suggest that a first-time visitor visit our website, learn about the various sectors, and perhaps see what is of interest to them to kind of begin their walk around the show.
One more tip, a lot of people don't realize, don't touch the artwork. So, and be careful what you step on, because sometimes there's even floor pieces. It's always safer to assume you're not supposed to touch the artwork unless you're instructed to do so.
For this year's show, we have 239 galleries that are exhibiting from 29 countries.
So you can meet gallerists from every country in South America, every country in Asia, and just about every country in Europe.
And so we have a very large international mix of gallerists and collectors and visitors who are coming to the show every year.
I love to walk and turn a corner and see a piece of art that I've never seen before and kind of be dazzled by it, and go up to the dealer and say, hey, who's that? What's it about?
A really amazing opportunity to meet so many people who are so heavily invested in contemporary art, and many of these people can teach you so much, and these are people that you can build meaningful relationships with.
There are two additions this year that, if I were going to the fair, are people I would pay close attention to. One is the Altman Siegel Gallery in San Francisco, and it's run by a woman named Claudia Altman Siegel, and I have been following her eye for many, many years, and she has a great eye. It's her first time in Art Basel, and I know she's going to bring it.
A great gallery whose program I follow, which is called Essex Street out of New York. So I'm interested to maybe hope to see some of what they bring of these artists' work. Within the more established galleries, I always enjoy coming across I8 out of Iceland, and those were one of the galleries that I first just stumbled upon, and I just walked into there, and it was just great work, and they never disappoint.
Out of Los Angeles, there's a gallery called Cherry and Martin. And again, they've been representing really interesting young artists doing thoughtful things, and I'm anxious to see what they bring.
Art Basel has partners with various sponsors who are interested in bringing projects to the public as well. So in the past, we had Audemars Piguet hosting an event with the Strand Beasts, which was on the beach, and an interactive display. This year, Audemars Piguet is bringing Sun Jun, Reconstruction of the Universe is the title of the project, and that will also be a very exciting moment for visitors to see a very great project on the beach.
Going to something like Art Basel Miami Beach is sort of this adventure in discovery of how you can take apart all of these colors and all of these materials and all of these traditions and re-examine them. I think you need to really go with a clean slate, an open mind, and just sort of allow yourself to be moved and affected and impressed or not impressed or shaken or, but it's really a discovery process. And I find that sometimes people approach contemporary art with these, preconceived notions as to what art should be. And, the main thing about art is that nothing should be anything, and that everything that is questionable. And I think that that's what has always attracted me to make artwork, which is that, question everything, always.
We never really thought of ourselves as a cultural place, if you will. And Art Basel has reminded us that there is artistic greatness here in the collections, in the artists, in the institutions. And that's been a really wonderful thing for the community.
There's really nothing quite like it.
The week of Art Basel is like when the circus comes to town. Everybody gets really excited.
I like to call Art Basel almost like the Olympics of the art world. All these different countries are meeting up and showing the best of who they have or who is considered to be some of the best artists in their collections.
I think the amazing thing about Art Basel Miami Beach is it came out of the box firing. It just
convening of the artistic community internationally in Miami.
The Art Basel Miami Beach is often showcasing what is the newest and latest in contemporary art today. It's vast, it's voluminous.
The way I would describe Art Basel Miami Beach to someone who's not familiar with it is it's the international...
Bloated immediately. We had always gone to Art Basel, which originates, of course, in Basel, Switzerland. And we weren't really sure what was going to happen in Miami Beach.
Art Basel wanted to have a fair in the United States, and so